Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about all my different favorite Byler theories and like how I think it's going to happen. And before I get into the different theories, I probably should have talked about this in my Byler evidence video, but we have it's really not clear in season 5 if Mike and Elle are still together. Like, I know they probably would have said it if they weren't together, like they would have said it in the first 4 episodes, but like their issues and arguments from season 4 were never like resolved, And in season 5, like they don't act like they did when they were a couple. Like when they run and hug each other, but there's no like kissing or anything, which they always do, and like in like the one scene they have together, it's like it doesn't seem like they're a couple. And when Lucas like yells at them, "Hey, lovebirds," like their faces, like they're not like smiling or anything. Their faces are kind of like. Anyway, now to get into the theories or the gates. This is nowhere near all of them. This is only 6 of them. But these are like my favorites, or the ones I think they're most likely, or that show like the most evidence. So first, church gate. This is my personal favorite, and I think it's like likely to happen. So we've seen set photos of Finn and Noah in a church, and like it could be an upside down, could not be. But the theory is that Will and Mike are gonna be in the church, and like the other people could be there, maybe not, but Will is gonna get possessed by Vecna, and I'll talk about what Vecna is like showing him in the visions in a minute. But basically, Mike is gonna be trying to get him out of the trance, obviously, and the way he gets him out of the trance is he confesses his feelings to Will, and that helps Will get out of the trance. And so once Will is out of the trance, he's like confused, like he's like, what happened? And Mike like kisses him for like 2 seconds, and he pulls back and he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But then Will goes in for the kiss, and like boom, Byler. Now I want to talk about birthday gate. Basically, so the theory is that Vecna is making people forget details, like about Will, making people forget things about Will. First, Will's birthday is March 22nd, but in like in season 4, when they're at the roller rink, like we see on that guy's camera, it says it's March 22nd. No one's talking about that. No one's acknowledging it, And also, I've heard that Henry/Vecna's birthday is March 22nd, so that could also mean something. But then also, in season 5, when Joyce is talking to Will about like the night he went missing, she's like, what kind of mom doesn't check on her 11-year-old son? Will was 12 when he went missing. It literally like says it on his missing posters and stuff. He's 12 years old. So basically, like, Vecna's making people forget details about Will. So then, like, when he like tries to possess Will and like talk to him, this kind of ties into Churchgate. He's gonna show him all these things, like people forgetting about him, and see like these people don't care about you, they don't love you. Mike doesn't love you, and like he could be trying to convince Will to like join him, Okay, next, Mike, what the fuck did you do, Gabe? So basically, Will and Mike lived together for the 18-month gap in between season 4 and season 5. And in season 4, Will was thinking he had no chance with Mike. Like, he had no chance to get with him. So he was trying to help Mike and Elle's relationship, like trying to fix their issues. Because he was like, oh, I have no chance to be with Mike. But then in season 5, he's like asking Robin, like, how do you know someone likes you? What are the signs? What are the signals? How obvious? And he's like actively flirting with Mike, especially in that one scene where like kind of pushes him. And like, guys, Mike wasn't disgusted in that scene. Let's be real. He was just like, he didn't really know what to do, kind of flustered. But so like, Mike, what the fuck did you do in that 18-month gap in between season 4 and 5 when y'all lived together that made Will think he had a chance with you? So like, yeah. This also ties into like the 11 being broken up thing, because like I feel like Will wouldn't be flirting with Mike and trying to get with Mike if they were still dating, Next, what painting gate? So obviously the painting that Will gave to Mike in season 4, he says Elle commissioned it, which is a lie. So basically that needs to be resolved. That line needs to be resolved. So basically, like, Mike's gonna like try and talk to Elle about the painting and be like, oh yeah, thanks for commissioning the painting. And she's like, what painting? And that's just gonna open a whole floodgate of like things that need to be resolved. You can probably find a better video explaining that. But next, Lettergate. I'm not like the biggest fan of this gate. Like, there's not a bunch of evidence. I mean, I don't have like a bunch of evidence for it, but basically it's like that Mike, okay, I do have evidence for it, never mind. Mike sent Will letters when he was in California and like called him and stuff, but like either like Will didn't receive the letters and like he didn't receive the calls, like they didn't go through, or he just wasn't there when he called. And I do like this theory because like I feel like there's no way Mike didn't call or write to Will in the many months he was in California. Like, that's his best friend, you know? Best friend. Okay, lastly, this one's gonna sound really stupid, but 6-7 gate. Basically, okay, Sean Levy. We all know Sean Levy. He's like the producer of Stranger Things, but he's directing episodes 6 and 7 of season 5. He usually directs episodes 3 and 4, but he's directing episodes 6 and 7. So, and he's a really, really big Byler shipper. So the theory is that like in episodes 6 and 7, Byler's gonna happen, but specifically episode 7, people think the kiss is gonna happen in episode 7. And also, to head on to this, like Sean Levy is always like when the posters for like volume 5 of like character posters for volume 2 of Stranger Things 5 were released, he only reposted the Mike and Will ones on his stories. And also, I've read this somewhere, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but I've read somewhere that episode 7 was originally supposed to be called The Paladin and the Cleric, Mike and Will, but the title was changed for it being too revealing, so makes you think. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and Byler will be endgame.